Hey everyone, happy Monday, and welcome to today's live stream. We're going to be talking about when you are tired of hearing, I can't afford it in your cake business, or your cakes are just not in my price range, or probably along the lines of I'm still shopping around to other cake designers. Will let you know any type of money objection that you're really facing in your cake business, how to really deal with it, and how to really go about that for your cake business. Because this is something I feel I experience in my cake business. I know that in some type of verbiage or another, but really just how to deal with it and how to actually change your reality so you start to get different results. So I want to say hello to everyone who's watching the replay. Hello, hello. Let me know who's watching the replay so I can say what's up to you and show you some love for watching the replay. And I want to say hello to everyone who's joining me live. Let me know who's live so I can say hello because I love saying hi to everyone. So we're just going to jump right into it for today's topic and what to really do when you're tired of hearing I can't afford it in my cake business. So one thing that I've just kind of really experienced as being an entrepreneur was selling cakes, was selling coaching packages, any type of thing that I was actually selling. I've always really, and also selling corporate. When I was working for Apple, AT&T, Nordstrom, and everything, I've pretty much been in sales ever since I graduated from college. So I've pretty much done the whole money objections type thing. You just have to learn how to combat them and everything, and what's the meaning behind it, because there's big meaning behind I can't afford it. But so just as I've been able to just kind of go through my career as an entrepreneur more specifically, because that money is directly linked to like my bank account, I really just kind of understood how to actually really combat that and how to actually really deal with that in my business. And the main thing that I've actually found to really work within my cake business is really seeing how I'm actually relaying that into my life, and how I'm saying I can't afford it in my own life. Because if you've been in my community for a while, you know how much I talk about your customers are mirrors. Your cake business is a mirror to direct proportion of what you believe, what you actually think about yourself and money and your cake business and everything. And pretty much everything that's just kind of going on inside with what you think is just a reflection on what's going on outside in your cake business. So if you don't really value your business or anything like that, a lot of times you're not taking your business seriously. You're wishy-washy. You're not really consistent with your thinking and everything like that. So a lot of it is just like, if you want to control the outside, you have to control what's going on inside. And so one thing, I'm going to kind of give this to you in different angles for how to actually change this around in your cake business. Let me know who's joining me live. Hopefully I'll be able to see your guys' comments so I can say what's up to you guys. And sometimes the comments work, sometimes the comments don't work. But one thing that you want to do for your cake business and in your life in general is just to really think about, when do you repeatedly say to yourself that you can't afford it in your cake business? Hi, Kenya. Hello, saying what's up to me. Is it Aaliyah? Let me know if I'm saying that right, but hello. But really think about, where are you actually saying I can't afford it? Either with growing your business, while you're shopping in the grocery store, you want to buy something, or you're on Amazon and you want to, okay, awesome. You want to like buy something, but then you just kind of like repeatedly default and go and say, I can't afford it. Really just think about how you're actually incorporating that phrase in your life, and then really catch yourself, because a lot of times our thoughts are on auto repeat. You're just thinking the same thing over and over again, and then you want to really catch yourself to where you're actually saying that in day-to-day basis. I would kind of say things like, if for just kind of going around like, ooh, I love that. I don't have the money for it. So it's not like the version of I can't afford it. I would just say I don't have the money for that. Really catch yourself and really see, how can you really stop that type of thought pattern in your life, and really start to think about how you can't afford it in your cake business or in your life or anything like that, with money or anything like that. Really just think about how you can really change that around to change your reality, so you start to really get different results in your cake business. business. I promise you, this is that mindset work, that inner work that you have to do in order to really change your cake business. So you start to really see different types of results. So that's going to be my first tip for how to actually combat that and thinking, how can I stop that thought process? I can't afford it. I don't have the money. I wish I could, but I'm broke, or anything, any type of lack thought that you're currently thinking in your mind. Think about how you can really change that so you can stop having that kind of live inside your body. Another thing is that I found, just kind of being in sales in general, is it's never really about the money. And a lot of times we think that it is about the money, like people can't afford our prices. People don't want to pay, $1,000 for a wedding cake. It's possible. I've done it continuously. People in the group have done this repeatedly in their cake business as well. So it is possible. So really just check your beliefs for what you actually really think you can accomplish in your cake business. But where was I going with this? It's never about the money. You just have to really think, you just have to really know it's never about the money. And what do I mean by that is when someone really wants something, they find a way to pay for it. And they're pretty much not going to stop until they actually get it. And that's going to be pretty much anything in life. When you really want something, you really see the benefit of it in your cake business or your life or anything like that, you really make it happen, and you don't really take I can't afford it as an excuse. For me, for example, I've shared in my last video how I didn't have 25 grand to quit my job, move to Toronto, and attend Bonnie Gordon for cake design school. I didn't have 25 grand, but I didn't let money kind of be the excuse. I found a way to really make that happen. So it's never really an excuse. So how do you apply this to your cake business? A lot of times during a cake consultation, or I'll just kind of give the cake consultation example. Kenya, true, yes, it is. But where was I going with this? Oh, during a cake consultation. So if someone is kind of telling you, like they're shopping around, or it's really kind of outside their price range or anything like that, a lot of times what's going on is you just haven't really uncovered and really shared with them the full vision of the cake that you want to that they are really looking for in their cake business, for their event, and you really want to really not peel back the onion. That's a really salesy term, but you really want to meet the customer's needs and make sure that you're creating a custom cake for them, to where you're really creating the vision for them, and it's really leaving all stones turned over. So no stone unturned, So you really want to think, how can I really create an amazing cake for them, something that they really wanted, something that's really custom for the event. Even if it's like a Pinterest cake, it's kind of tweaked a little bit, they still believe that that cake is going to be for them in their event, no matter how copy-ish it can be and everything. You really want to make something especially for them, and you're really getting them to buy into the vision of the cake, because a lot of times we're just selling the vision of the event, the cake, what people are going to think and everything like that. It's our job to sell the vision, to sell the product of what we're selling. That's our job as entrepreneurs, as salespeople, because we're in sales. You're the number one salesperson in your business. So you really want to sell that vision. So then they're not really going back to that money being the objective, because the money is kind of like a default, to where they don't think that you're going to they don't really trust you to really give them the design that they're looking for. That's happened in my cake business, to where I was meeting with someone, it was like the mother of the bride. The bride wasn't there, but I was meeting with the mother. Long story, but I was meeting with the mother of the bride. She was the only one in the cake consultation. And she wanted a certain type of cake design that I've actually never done before. And then I had my lying game on a little bit, but I just told her, no, I can do this, even though I'd never done it. I didn't have any photos or sketches or anything of that type of design. I was just kind of telling her, like, oh yeah, I can totally do it. Like something I can totally do. And then just from there, she didn't really believe that I can do it, even though I knew I couldn't do it. She didn't believe that I can do it as well. And so then from there, of course, I didn't book that order. But as I really just strengthened my belief in what I'm able to do as an artist, as a cake designer, I've booked orders doing designs I've never done before at a cake consultation, and I've never done it before. But I had that confidence and that belief, knowing that I can, but that customer trusted me. So it's never really about the money. It's always something you have to kind of dig in, really make sure that you're uncovering everything about the order. So then and you're really kind of meeting that client to where money's not really an option. A lot of times some people don't believe you. Sometimes it is about the money, and a lot of times you can prevent customers just kind of coming into your space, your business, consultations, blocking budget clients who aren't really going to be in your price range. There's a lot of ways to do that. With the energy you're putting out there, your FAQ, the way that you're emailing your clients and everything like that, the energy that you're putting out, a lot that you can really avoid. So that's another thing. Kenya, hey, so this happens to me all the time. I've never tell a customer I can't do something. I figure out a way to make it happen. Yes, you have to really believe it. You can, but I just experienced firsthand when I couldn't do something in my cake business. And I wasn't confident about it. It was a really hard sell. It felt uphill that I most likely was not going to actually book that client because they just didn't really think that I could. So I would get the objection of shopping around to other cake designers. We'll let you know. We'll just kind of see. We have to think about it. I have to talk with my fiance. We know all those same type of money objections. And I booked wedding cakes without the fiancés there and everything, but I also have not booked orders when the fiance was not there. A lot of it was just a matter of my belief system that I had to go through clear and really just change the way that I'm thinking. So then I'm attracting those type of clients who repeatedly want to do business with me. So awesome, Kenya. Teresa, hello. When I'm shown cakes, I always ask what it is about that cake that draws me. Oh, awesome. Yes. I like to do that as well. Like, what is it about this cake that you love? Or, show me some cakes and everything. I'm not, opposed to like Pinterest, people showing me cakes that they love because that's just what customers do. So you have to really work with it instead of just like, they want this type of cake. You really have to kind of like work with that and everything. If anyone has any questions, let me know about like what if you can't afford it. And really, so if you just joined me, I earlier, I probably just want to watch the replay about if people say that they can't afford it in your cake business, you need to really check and ask yourself, when are you saying you can't afford it, no matter if it's investing in your business, doing a cake show, buying a new pair of sneakers that you like. I use sneakers because I use sneakers in another example about like money and everything. But really think about how you can stop that process and everything like that. So, Gabriella, hello. Anyone have any questions for me about if I can't afford it in my cake business and what to really do about that in sales? So this is kind of like a sales type video. You really have to build a relationship with your customers. I'm a big person on relationships. At the first time that they book with or they reach out for a cake consultation, I'm really trying to build that relationship. And then when they come in to meet with me during the cake consultation, I'm just building more on that relationship. So then the closing process, them actually swiping their credit card at the cake consultation, is very easy. They don't have to really think about it. They don't have to go price shop because I'm really just thinking about how can I make that vision and everything for them, closing them at the sale, at the cake consultation. I'm just really creating that cake vision for them. I have my strategies for how I distract budget clients from my business so they don't actually come and ask to do business with me because I, for one, do not have time to do buku amount of cake consultations. I only want to do cake consultations with people who are in my budget. So I have the ways I distract them before they actually come for the cake consultation. And this is before charging for cake consultations. For a while, and most of you guys know this if you've been in my community for a minute, I haven't charged for cake consultations since I even started my business. As of recently this year, I started to charge for cake consultations. And a lot of it is just kind of due to this group, but another part of it was I'm focusing on booking better and higher paying clients. So, and also I'm valuing my time on a deeper level. So, but before, what I was saying is I was doing that and I wasn't even, I was doing free consultations. So it's totally possible. Teresa, once you find out what they want, find out their budget and give them options within their budget, but don't sell yourself short in the process. Awesome. Yes. Really just, a lot of times you want to like kind of get clear on what's kind of going on in their finances and everything. I do believe though that a lot of, I actually started to value my time on a deeper level, especially this year, to where I'm just kind of attracting people who are really about valuing their time. So then the people who are coming in for cake consultations are not just kind of using me to kind of like taste some cake, have some fun, and maybe just kind of like shop around. I just really decided that I only want to attract people who are more serious about booking with me and kind of like doing a lot of the sales process before they actually come with me, with like my website, communicating my cakes, just kind of like doing that beforehand, so then they are not wasting my time. So then I'm making that kind of booking process a little bit easier and stuff. And really just kind of check with you what's kind of going on inside, and then see how you can change your beliefs inside. What are you telling yourself over and over again, so you start to really get a different result outside. And then if you do kind of get the money objection, or you're just not really closing your clients at the cake consultation, a lot of times you didn't really make the cake that they really want. You didn't do a good job selling that cake to them during that cake consultation. They don't like the way your cakes taste at your cake consultation, and that's just what it is, to be honest. And for me, that's completely fine. It's like, well, I'm not changing my recipes for you. There are other people who like that, so if you don't like it, that's completely fine. But a lot of times, people aren't going to book with you, and there's a reason why. Money's usually not the reason why, because if you value your time, they're not really going to come with you anyway. So a lot of it's just like that inner work, that pre-work, and then work that you have to do during that consultation, and then just kind of like asking a lot of questions. I love asking my clients lots and lots and lots of questions, to where they're actually talking about 80% of the time, and then I'm just listening, gathering facts. So then I'm able to kind of turn around the cake vision, so then they're actually loving everything that I've shown them, because I actually take the time, listen to the words that they're saying for describing the type of event, the type of cake that they want, just kind of like relaying back. This is some great sales tips for you guys, but that's just how I do a really good job on closing my clients at the cake consultation. Just really using their words, using their verbiage, really setting the pace, really seeing, watching their body language, really seeing like if they kind of tense up or if they have any questions. Sometimes I've actually had to step outside the room and say, look, like, it's okay, I can step outside the room if you guys need to talk or anything like that, so I don't hear, just really just kind of giving them options, but really just being in tune and being super present with my clients during the cake consultation. So anyone else have any questions for if they're saying they can't afford it, or they have to price shop, or they have to check with their fiance? Or I've also heard, but I booked these clients though. I've heard I have to give my cake, let my parents taste the cake, so then to see if they really like it too, because they're very picky. I've heard that before, but I've actually booked that. I booked it like after the cake consultation. I've heard that one before. There's just so many objections, and really it's just like they're just kind of BSing you, because they just don't really want to tell you what it really is. And a lot of times I just kind of get frank and honest with my clients and say, if you don't like these cakes that I designed for you, let me know, because I really want to make sure that I'm meeting all of your needs. So anyone else have any other questions for me before I hop off? Any questions, any takers? Just a side note, the price does go up for Attract High-End Cake Clients Marketing Mastery, which is my 5-week self-study course, which is really going to help you to avoid these type of clients, and how to really book high-end clients consistently in your cake business, and start to charge $8 to $12 per slice in your cake business consistently, and really double your bookings, really start to grow your cake business in 2017, and really start to change and up-level and take your business to the next level. The price does go up this week. The bonuses also do go away this week as well. So if you have any questions about the course, let me know, and I will definitely help you out. Teresa, thank you for your time. Well, I thank you so much for letting me know. You are welcome. If you have any questions for me about the course, comment below, ask me. Some of you guys have been sending me private messages, which is completely cool and everything, but I just want to make sure you guys know before the price goes up. So anyone else have any other questions before I hop off of today's live stream? Let me know. Lots of amazing new cake designers. The community has been massively growing. So excited to have new faces here. Lots of different range of cake talents in this community. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, no questions or anything. Totally fine. If you just joined me, go back and watch the replay after I sign off. And it really just kind of goes into the inner work that you have to do about yourself. And then also some things. It's really not about the money, it's about other stuff because people find a way to pay for something if they really want it. I found that to be true in all of my business, in my life. If I wanted something, I found a way to really make it happen. And so your customers are going to do the same thing, but how to actually uncover that for your cake business. Anna, I just joined. Oh, Anna, I'm about to sign off, which is completely fine. Make sure you watch the replay. I'm going to post the replay after I sign up here. What is the course about? So the course is about attracting high-end cake clients, marketing. So it's a big marketing course to really get you to attract better paying clients for your cake business and double your cake booking so you start to generate more money, doubling your cake income basically by working with better paying clients. It starts with the inner work about how to actually grow your self-worth, change your money beliefs that you currently believe about money and the ability for you to make money in your cake business, from charging like $5.50 to $12 is all just a set of beliefs and how to actually really change that. And then I give you my proven strategies to really get your cake business off of the ground, attract better paying clients through your cake consultations before the sale, using networking, using various different strategies to really double your bookings and getting out there to start to double your money. So it's a big marketing course, 5 weeks of pure marketing content. They're based on modules. You get different videos per module and they're released out week by week. It's self-study, but you do get access to my members only Facebook group. We get to get coaching from me that you do not get inside of this Facebook group, and I get to fully support you in any way that I can. So I hope that answers your question, Anna. You guys have been amazing joining me here, and awesome, cool. So I'm going to sign off, and I will see you guys in the private Facebook group.